Welcome. Welcome to 3 ways to slide free when you're caught in the quicksand of life. We all know what that means, don't we? Sometimes we're just caught. And life has a will of its own. And we start tumbling around. Can't find which way's up, which way's down. Well, there are 3 ways that really help us to get out of this. And the first way is simply to be aware of the stillness that is underneath the chaos at all times. At all times. No matter how chaotic something is, no matter how much you're caught up in your fears and doubts, or anger, or any emotions, there's always underneath a stillness. So I invite you right now to close your eyes and let's jump right into the sense of being in your body. Close your eyes, let your feeling fall deep into your body, your awareness and your feeling of your body. Settle down, get heavy, heavy. Feel the back of your head and the back of your neck. The back of your shoulders and behind your heart. Feeling behind the mid-back, behind the hips, and let your awareness run down your legs. Let yourself be heavy and still. And now pay attention to your environment. For instance, I'm sitting outside. It's very quiet, but there's a breeze, and the breeze makes a noise in the trees. I don't know if you can hear it. Underneath that noise, there's total stillness. Now there's a plane flying overhead. If I pay attention and stay in this heavy place in my body, where I'm deeply in my body, there's a stillness underneath even that airplane sound. Almost like the sound itself is riding on a cushion of air. Whatever the circumstances are where you are, allow yourself to drop down and just listen. And now imagine some big upset where you're angry at somebody. And maybe one of you is even raising your voice. Just imagine it for a moment. And it doesn't have to be a real event, just create one in your mind. And see if you can notice how there's a stillness underneath. That the argument rests on top. It's almost like the boat while it floats down the water. There's almost like a platform boat that this occurrence, the upset, is taking place on. And underneath is this river of calm. I invite you throughout your week to play a little game with yourself and see in every circumstance, so what about now? Can I feel this ocean of calm underneath what's happening? What about while I'm waiting online in the grocery store? Can I feel the calm underneath all the talking and the noise of the cash register and people's shopping carts? Can I feel the quiet, still place underneath it all? So I invite you to just play that game as you go throughout your week. And now let's move on to the second way. The second way to escape when you're caught in the quicksand of life. Escape to freedom. The second way is simply to be the observer of your own self. right now, wherever you are, simply be the observer of who you are, where you are. So I'm sitting here outside on a chair, and some part of me can be watching me, kind of a bird's eye view from up above. And even some part can be watching the part that's watching me. See if you can go there with me. Imagine this part of you being like a bird looking down on you, wherever you are sitting, watching you. When you go throughout your life, listening for the calm underneath, see if you can also be watching while that's happening. And you don't have to wait for an upset. No, you can practice this at any time. And I love to do that. So you have all these found moments. If you're driving in your car, you can be the observer and you can watch yourself driving in your car. From the bird's eye view, you can see where the cars are on either side of you. If you're on the freeway, you can see who's in either lane, on either side of you, if you're in a middle lane. So just playing with that. And now the third way is meditation. Are you still feeling nice and heavy? So that heaviness is that presence in your body. And the presence in your body will carry you home to the place that's deeper than this reality, home to the place of connection, of spiritual connection. And it wears a path. It makes a well-worn path if you meditate again and again. That's why I invite you to do these short meditations over and over again. If you don't have time for long ones, do these short ones over and over, and you wear this path, just like the deer will wear a path in the woods by walking between the trees over and over again in certain places, often where we can't even go up the sides of hills. And then when you really need it, your awareness knows that path so well that it can just flow down it without you needing to call it to do so. It knows the way home by itself. Your awareness is like a homing pigeon. It knows the way home if you just let it out of its cage. Thank you so much for joining us today.